We're back for Eureka Math Squared, 4th grade, Module 6, Lesson 12. I, as always, am Mr. Short. Let's look at what we got today. We're on page 77 and 78. Use a ray, a protractor, and a straight edge to construct the angle. Draw an arc to show the angle. All right, so they're giving us our zero line. We have to do 15 degrees, and we have to do 152 degrees. Okay, so this one, we need to do 15 degrees. So it's going to be a little bit hard because this is not a clear protractor, but we can make it work. So we'll line up on there, and 15 degrees is right here, right? We're using the outside because we left, so there's 10, there's 20. If we count, 15 is right there. Okay, make a dot right on it. Then the easiest thing to do, if you have a ruler or a straight edge, would be to grab that. If you don't, line up in this corner. Okay, do the best you can. And I'm going to do it without it. See how well we can do. Try to stay on the edge of your paper all the way to your point. All right? I think that came out pretty good. And it says, draw an arc to show the angle. Remember, if we don't put our little arc right here, we don't know that's what we're measuring. We could be measuring outside. So make sure you put your little arc in there. I'm going to call that one good for 15 degrees. I think that's pretty close. All right, our next one says 152 degrees. All right, so now they're being difficult. So, okay, we're going to go right here on our bottom line. All right. We're going to the right, so we're going to use the inside scale. We need to find 152. Well, here's 150. So go up to the 30 and go 2 over and make a dot, because the 30 and the 150 line up with each other. Make that little dot right there so we know we're about 152. And then same thing, we want to go from the corner of that line to our point we made, our little dot we made. Okay, I know this is hard to see, guys. I'm doing the best with my fingers. There's only so much room, and I got to hold this paper. And then come down nice and easy. All right, nice and easy. Pull our paper off. We can see our lines there. And make sure we make our arc right here to know that's the angle we measured. All right, good job with that. All right, number 3 and number 4 say, construct the angle, draw the arc to show the angle. Well, now you have to do the whole thing yourself. So you need to first make what your zero line is going to be. And I'm going to say, or your zero ray. Technically, it's a zero ray. What your zero ray is going to be. So draw your zero ray, the one you're going to measure off of first, and then it's the exact same thing we did up here. All right? I'll show you how to get started on the first one, but then you guys are on your own. All right? So I'm going to go here. I'm just going to draw my zero ray like this. See? Got away from me a little bit. Straight edge would be great. If you had a ruler, that would be amazing to use. All right? I'm going to put my arrow right here. So this is going to be my 77. So you're going to make yours off that. Sorry, that was my desk drawer because this line is driving me nuts. All right. And this might not, and if I look at my ruler, this is definitely not flat. Right? This is not level. But I'm going to build off of it. So I would go here. Right? Go up. I'm going to the left, so I'm using the outside, go up to 70. Find 77, put a little mark. And then just draw my line up to the mark and show my arch. All right? But you guys got to finish that one up on your own. I did these two. This is exactly how you're doing this one. So just make sure you start with a line. Give yourself a line on this one. Your line can be any way you want. If you want to come over here for 105 and you want to get silly and make your line like this, you can do that. Just make sure you show me which way the arc's going and make sure it's 105 degrees. Okay? Let's look at the back. The back says, use the read, draw, write process to solve the problem. Write the solution statement by using a decimal number. Okay? David measures how far he can jump. He jumps 5.9 feet on his first attempt, 7.28 feet on his second attempt. How far does David jump altogether in 2 jumps? Well, we need to put the jumps together. Put them together. So 5.9 and 7.28. Put a 0 there. Make everyone happier. We're going to put them together. If you put things together, what are you doing? You are adding them to each other. All right, that's all the help I'm giving you on that one. I think you guys can add this one up. All right, guys, we're out of here for this one. All right, I'll be back before long with lesson 13. We only have 20 lessons, and then we're done after the module 6 assessment. So we're almost there. This is lesson 12. We only have 20. It won't be that long. All right, everyone, go out and have a